Okay, welcome back to Tracy Kenpo Karate, lesson number 9 in Orange Belt. In this lesson we will talk about front bear hug and eagle's beak. And there will be a couple of variations in this one that I do different than Tracy's, and I'll make sure I point that out, and I'll do my best to show you the way Tracy does it. So let's bow in and get started. Okay, the first technique we're going to learn is the technique of number 19, which is eagle's beak. And this is for a shoulder grab from the side. Now traditionally this is taught, because of the name, with your middle knuckle fist right up into the muscle group of the arm, going from soft bow to horse. Because of people that are short, may not always be able to get that, we teach this as what we call a fist number 1, where we use the knuckle of your thumb to do the same strike, because this will give you more reach. So even though this is a good way to do it, you're limited by the distance of this. So, and it's better, especially since you're stepping back to straighten that arm out, is to do fist number 1, because not everybody is 6 foot. So the way we do eagle's beak is we pin the hand at the same time. We are going to step out to the 9 o'clock position into a soft bow. Hand is in the ready position, and we're going to come up to soft bow and strike straight up into that arm, and that's eagle's beak A. Now if you're doing traditional Tracy's, they're going to want a middle knuckle fist, most likely coming up into the same area. Then we have the B version, is which we're going to do a middle knuckle right into the rib cage. So we go from soft bow straight in, and then we rake down back into a soft bow. So we got eagle's beak A, and once again this is a shoulder grab, and we're assuming that the arm is bent. So we're going to step out left to try to straighten that arm a little bit and expose that nerve bundle right there underneath it, and go straight up with your thumb strike or fist number 1. And there again, if you're doing traditional Tracy's, you're going to want to do the eagle beak strike into that muscle group. So the A version, soft bow to horse, strike straight up. The B version, we're going to come out, step the soft bow, and strike straight into the rib cage and rake back down into a soft bow. And then the C. C is kind of a combination of all the above. And there again, we do this slightly different than Tracy's, because the first thing we do is we pin and then we strike. But from here, we're going to come out and clear the arm. And as we clear it, we're going to bring the hand back into a chamber position as we go to a left soft bow. And then we're going to do our left hand in check. We're going to strike straight back out to strive that strike into the rib cage. And then from there we're going to push and rake back down into soft bow to cause any further damage we can cause. So we've got eagle's beak A, shoulder grab from the side, step out left, pin the hand, strike straight up with fist number 1, unless you're doing traditional Tracy's, and then you're going to use your eagle beak's fist. Step out for number 2, which is the B version, step and pin, same setup, but this time the hand is in chamber, and we're going to strike straight out into the rib cage. And then from there we rake down into a soft bow position. The C, we're going to combine A and B together, so we're going to step and pin, drive up, then we're going to clear the arms, open up that rib cage, expose those ribs, get them nice and tight, strike in as we do so, and rake back down. And that's eagle's beak A, B, and C. That brings us to front bear hug, A, B, C, D, and E variation. So this is where we start getting a little different here. The traditional way of Tracy's is for the A variation, because we're doing a front bear hug, arms are free. So the traditional way of doing this is to take your left foot, step in between their legs, left hand grabs the hair, rakes the eyes, half fist the throat, then you do a left knee to the groin. We have some problems with this, and there again, we're not saying it's right or wrong, we're just saying this is our opinion and this is the way we teach it because of that opinion. So we teach it slightly different, and the reasoning is this. We do teach the step, but we step around the opponent rather than stepping in between the legs. This makes it easier. There again, if you're short or small stature, you're going to have a hard time stepping between their legs and grabbing around the body to get to their hair. So it's much easier to take your left leg and step around them as best you can. get side by side with them. So you're basically using your body to check that arm. And then we're going to grab the hair and we're going to rake the eyes and half fist the throat. We don't do the knee because one, we stepped around. The reason we don't do the knee and we step around is by stepping in, you've jammed yourself up and you don't have a lot of room to really do a knee. And it's not very hard for them to just bump you. Because remember, they've got you in a bear hug. So most likely they're not going to just stand there and hold on to you. They're going to be moving you around. So as such, it's a lot easier to come around them, eye rake, half fist the throat, and leave the knee out. But there again, if you're traditional Tracy's and you're testing for them, remember to add that knee strike into it. So again, traditional Tracy's, you're going to step in with your left foot to 12 o'clock in between their legs, and at the same time, you're going to grab their hair, rake the eyes, half fist the throat, and then a left knee to their groin. And there again, because we feel that you're a little too jammed up, you're a little off balance when you try to do this on an opponent, we've altered it by getting rid of the knee. We don't teach the knee at all. And we step around the opponent, pull the hair back, rake the eyes, half fist the throat. So that's the way we do front bear hug B. Front bear hug, A. Front bear hug B, we also do differently. The traditional way is to use a wrist strike to the back of the mastoid area as you step back left. So you come in and swing. There again, due to size, as well as making it easier to damage your wrist, we don't use the wrist strike. We use a back knuckle. Same motion, except we're going to come in with a back knuckle. This gives us a little bit more reach, and as we step in, we're going to kind of whip through it and rake through that mastoid area. So we're going to come and strike and rake, and then hit and rake, and we just do this until they let go. So rather than doing a wrist strike, which there again, you're going to have a lot of room and have a lot of reach to get back in there, we're going to step back and do the wrist strikes or the back knuckle strikes. Also, by stepping back, this is hopefully going to pull them off balance a little bit, catch them off guard, so that it's easier to do those strikes with, because they're going to be in a lower position as they come forward to regain their balance. So we got front bear hug A, which is we're going to step forward, grab the hair, rake the eyes, half fist the throat. And there again, if you're with traditional Tracy's, you're going to step between the legs, grab the hair, rake the eyes, half fist the throat, followed by a left knee strike to the groin. Then we have the B version. We're going to step back left, back knuckle strikes to the head, or there again, if you're doing traditional Tracy's, you want to use the wrist strikes to the head. C version. Once again, we do it slightly different. Tracy's traditional way is to step back left as your left hand cradles, and you do a right inside wrist strike to the side of the neck and mastoid area, or even into the ear. Instead of doing this, we cradle the head from the front. We step back left, pulling them with us, and we use our fist number 1 to strike to the back of the skull, right there at the base. And that's where we strike with this, okay? Just like that. So, we've got front bear hug A, step forward, rake the eyes, half fist the throat. If you're doing Tracy's version, you're going to step between the legs, pull the hair back, rake the eyes, half fist the throat, knee strike to the groin area. Then we have B, we're going to step back left, back knuckle strikes to the back of the neck, to the mastoid area. If you're doing Tracy's, once again, you're going to do the inside or an inner wrist strike, or wrist strike. And then we have the C version, where we're going to step back and we're going to cradle the front, use our fist number 1 and strike the back of the mastoid area. Okay, that's A, B, and C. Once again, on C, if you're doing Tracy's, you want to step back and use your wrist strike to do to the side of the neck. The D version, we strike right into the mandible nerve area. As we step back, we cradle the head, and eagle's beak strike, and we just sit there and grind it like a screwdriver until we get to the results we're looking for. And that's front bear hug A through D. I'm sorry, I apologize, I said A through E at the beginning, and this is only A through D. So we got front bear hug A, I'm sorry, step around, grab, half fist the throat. Then we got front bear hug B, back knuckle strikes. Front bear hug C, fist number 1, step back and strike. And then we got front bear hug D, middle knuckle grinding into the ear. So let's go through both of those new techniques from different angles to show you how they can look from a different angle. The first one is an eagle beak strike, or the eagle beak technique, which is technique number 19. We're going to step out left, pin the hand, and strike up with our fist number 1. If you're doing Tracy's, use your middle knuckle fist. Okay, again, soft bow to horse as we strike. The B version, we're going to pin, step out, hand in chamber, fist is set up, strike the rib cage and rake down through the rib cage. Then we got the C version and the final version of eagle's beak. We're going to kind of combine them all together. We're going to step back, strike underneath the arm, clear the arms, stretch out those rib cages, expose them, make them tight, easy to break, strike straight in, shove it in, and then rake down the line of the rib or your gi. And that's eagle's beak A, B, and C. Then we have front bear hug. A, step forward, grab the hair, rake the eyes, half fist the throat. Once again, if you are a Tracy's traditional student, you're going to step forward into their legs, grab the hair, rake the eyes, half fist the throat, knee the groin. Then we have the B version. We're going to step back and use the back knuckles. And once again, if you're a traditional Tracy's, you're going to use your wrist strikes to do the same thing. Then we have the C variation. From here, we're going to step back, fist number 1, striking the back of the neck. And once again, if you're doing Tracy's traditional, you use your wrist, cradle the side, and strike that way. And then the D and final version of front bear hug is the stepping back, middle knuckle fist between the ear and the jawline in the mandible nerve area. Okay? From this angle, actually won't do this angle because you're not really going to see anything on that, but I will do one more time from this angle. So we got eagle's beak A, pin, step out the soft bow as we come up and strike into horse. Then we have the B version, step out the soft bow, hand in chamber, go to soft bow, strike the rib cage, back to soft bow into a right as we rake down the rib cage. C version, step back to soft bow, strike up, clear the arms into soft bow, setting up your hand in chamber, strike back out into the rib cage, shove it in as you rake back down into a right soft bow. And then we have front bear hug A. We're going to step forward, left, grab the hair, rake the eyes, half fist the throat. And then we got the B variation. We're going to step back, wrist strikes, or my way of doing it is the back knuckles. So depending on whether your Tracy's are doing for me, I do the back knuckles. Then we have C. We're going to do fist number 1, striking and cradling the back of the head. Once again, if you're Tracy's, you're going to cradle, strike with your wrist strike. And then D version, we are going to do the grinding, middle knuckle fist into the ear, the mandible near, and the jawline. So we just step back and do those two like that. Now you have eagle's beak A and B. We've gone through short 1 up to section 2. So let's review that one real quick. But no new sections, we'll just do a quick review of it. So you're going to step out, do your salutation, come back in. Inward block, left hand in check. Step straight back right, left inward block, right hand in check. Step to 3, facing 9, because here's your attacker, cross body parry, vertical outward block. Cross body parry as we step back to 3, right hand drops, vertical outward block, facing 9. And those are your first 2 sections. Next week we'll go into section 3 and go into your 10th technique lesson for orange belt. Once again, if you have any questions at any time during these lessons, feel free to send me a chat. I try to check them every day, but I will get to you. Also, there's a comment section. You can leave comments as well, or contact me directly through email. And keep up the good work. You're doing great. I can't wait to see you in lesson 10. Have a good day.